from the Chicago Bulls. Oh, wait, can't do this. Shoot, I made a mistake.
Welcome to the United Center in Chicago, Illinois, as we get set for the Utah Jazz, looking for a key road win against the Chicago Bulls. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Green. Joining alongside me, as always, is Jeff Van Gundy. As this one gets underway, Jeff, who might they need to be careful with against Chicago tonight?
I love the championship pedigree of Pau Gasol.
Okay, so everything's set. Okay, that's good then. Here we go.
A two-time NBA champion. Remember, the Lakers were stuck in mediocrityville before they got Pau Gasol for their championship run. Even with Kobe Bryant, even with Andrew Bynum, they were stuck in a low 40s winning area. Gasol comes, championships follow. I think the same could happen here in Chicago. I think they have every ingredient to be a championship team.
Jimmy Butler back with the Bulls. That was the #1 priority in the offseason. He has turned into as good a two-way player as there is on the perimeter.
What a year. Jimmy Butler year the year before. The NBA's most improved player. And like you said, Mike,
Shot clock violation.
A terrific
Chicago.
two-way player.
The Jazz inside Hayward. Outside. Gobert for three. Got it.
Strong.
No good.
He's averaging 9
Take it
points
away.
per game this season.
Jazz come on the road.
Rose has the double team close in.
Good defense by the Jazz. Beautiful defense. They have beautiful defense. Beautiful offense.
Noah fires with 3 on the 24.
Rebound Jazz. Outside. Hayward for three. Yes.
Hayward with a nice look from 3-point
So
range.
the Jazz take a 6-0 lead.
Look at the technique on that three-point shot. The rhythm, the balance, the arc, the follow-through. That's a thing of beauty.
He missed.
And Gordon Hayward.
Outside. Burks for three.
Jeff Burke had an opportunity with Utah, a young team that was
I'm out.
struggling. When he came in as a rookie, the playing time was there, and he took advantage.
Jazz take a 9-0 lead.
This was an under-recruited player that went to Michigan and had great success. I think there's another jump that he has to make for Utah to be what they want to be, but the talent is there.
What is it about Derrick Rose that not only is he fun to watch from the fans, but his teammates really seem to be drawn to him?
Well, I think it goes right back to having that Tim Duncan gene, that Steve Nash gene, where he's all for them, and he wants them to play well, too.
Rose on the drive. He's left open. Good finish inside. He's averaging 18 points per game this season.
That's beautiful basketball right there. Getting a two-point shot. Look at that balance, rhythm, and follow.
Hayward for 2. And Gordon Hayward with a nice look. Sinks it. Rose bringing it up.
Tomorrow we have football.
Throws down the dunk.
Oh, that's a sweet finish right there. Dunking the ball with strength and force.
Go Bears.
Denied.
Take it away.
Defenders swarm.
Axon for three.
Corner, the defense
Yes.
nowhere near him. It's good, and they extend the lead to double figures.
Tremendous balance, follow through, arc, rotation. Wow.
Rose against Burke. Double team closing in. Nobody near him. Takes the three and puts it in. Pau Gasol with 5 points.
Nothing prettier than the spot-up three-point shot. That one was dead center right from the start.
With the wide-open look. Rose the rebound. Dunleavy. Two-pointer won't go.
Another good offensive possession. Unfortunately, missed the shot.
Jeff, because they haven't been in the playoffs, Gordon Hayward does not get the recognition, but this young man is something special.
He is. Let's face it, Utah made a huge investment in Gordon Hayward. And it was really about what they saw in him potential-wise versus what he had already accomplished. They didn't make the playoffs, but he had a good year. And listen, when you're a small market team like Utah, you can't let good players just walk away for nothing. They signed him, they matched Charlotte's offer, and it was a really good move by Dennis Lindsey.
Noah against Gobert. Down into the lane. Rose from deep in the corner. And Derrick Rose with the three-pointer. He's averaging 17 points per game this season.
The easiest three in the book, the corner three, right down Main Street.
And looks like we've got a 20-second timeout. Hey, Jeff, one of the real surprises last year was the play of Rudy Gobert. This guy has a chance to be a real defensive force.
I think he will win Defensive Player of the Year at some point in his career, Mike. I think his size, his length, his timing, and intensity in combination makes him an elite level defender. And when he went in the lineup and Cantor got traded, it turned the tide for the Utah Jazz. I see them in the playoffs.
Adjusting on the shot, draws the contact. Yep, it's a foul called against Burke. Picks up his first personal, and he'll head to the line to shoot two.
Look, you got to put yourself in position to be fouled if you're a good offensive player and a great free throw shooter. Take advantage of your strengths. Earn your way to the free throw line.
Bulls a perfect example of you're going to have your ups and downs night in and night out offensively, but if you play defense with that type of commitment, with that type of passion, you're in every game.
Absolutely. The misnomer is that defense wins championships, but when you're going through and absorbing the injuries the Bulls have had the last couple of years, you have to try to stay in games by playing tough as nails defense, and that's exactly the formula the Bulls used to play with great success.
Gets to the rim, and the rebound taken by Hayward. He's got 5 rebounds in this game. Burke coming across. Hayward fires for 3 from the corner, able to connect, and it's now a double-figure lead.
Right from the start here in the first half, they've made a conscious effort to move the basketball around and get quality shots.
Gibson fires away for 2. Nice touch at the basket. Burke walks it across. Throws it up from deep in the corner. Gordon Hayward with...
Okay, commercial. There's 5 minutes left. Here, let me get it set up. Is YouTube already set up through your TV? No, I can't do it. I think it automatically does it as soon as you pause. That's what it says. It says it automatically takes it. So 5:34. WWF comes on, let's see, Sunday, right? Go to the YouTube app on your TV or game. Coastler. That's what I did. Pair the
The excellent seed.
They haven't wasted offense based around ball movement and player movement, and the results speak for themselves.
Snell for two. Puts it up. Derrick Rose with a perfect pass. He's got 2 assists in this contest. Derrick Rose. Lets it go. It's good. 12-point lead for the Jazz.
And what an offensive display we're seeing here today as they continue to wear out the net with all of their scoring.
Jeff, we saw glimpses of Derrick Rose last year when he was healthy. He is still one of the special players in the NBA.
There's no question. The combination of strength and speed, he has got unique talent that doesn't come along very often. And when he's able to knock this rust off that's accumulated over the last few years due to injury, and he can get back to that consistent, efficient play that we've grown accustomed to, he's certainly an elite point guard.
To the rim, knocks it down. That's a 2-pointer. And Derrick Rose with 5 points.
Look, you can't give up layups like that. You got to protect the basket and the paint at all costs.
Burks the jumper. No go from beyond the arc. Nice move into the paint. Puts it up. And Derrick Rose with a nice shot for 2.
Oh, look at the use of the body to create the space to get the ball up and in the basket. Nice job.
Burke jump shot. Nails it. Trey Burke with 14 points.
Commercial break.
The whistle. We'll have a timeout. The Bulls down by 13.
The coach could see the run was impacting the game. A solid timeout to break the momentum.
Supposed to. So we take a commercial break. We're back in just a few
It
minutes.
looks like we have a little player shuffling going on here. Pau Gasol was a champion in Los Angeles, Jeff. He wants to be a champion in Chicago. He's been a nice fit for the Bulls.
So many people thought his career was on the downside when Chicago signed him a season ago. But he proved last year to be, along with Jimmy Butler,
There we go, the Bulls.
players on their roster.
Jazz have a good team this year.
Really was good for the
Predict
Bulls
they'll
last
go to the
year.
playoffs
Expected to be
this year.
an excellent addition again this year.
And Aaron
Beating the
Brooks
champion Bulls.
That's just a nice layup right there.
You gotta love it. Outside.
Oh, quick move.
And look at that, they go outside. Boom.
Burks fires it up again.
Bang.
From 3. Air ball, and the fans delighting in it. Brooks into the front court.
The next game will be on Twitch. I think tomorrow
Gibson's
night.
looking to operate from down low. Brooks fires for 3. And Aaron Brooks with the bucket
Or it
from
could be on
downtown.
YouTube.
He's averaging 11 points per game this season.
Nice quick decision right there.
Burks.
3 points straight on.
Off.
Can't connect, and the lead still in single digits.
We got some Bulls fans out there watching this one. Look at that.
Remember
Oh, he
last
travels.
season, Jeff?
Come on.
First time NBA history, Powell and Marcus Gasol, the first brothers to start in the All-Star
This is
game.
bull
There are a lot of
crap.
differences in those two brothers,
This is
but they
bull
have some
crap.
similar characteristics as well.
Agreed.
Man,
Both are
come
terrific
on.
passers. Both can finish with either hand, and they both, with different body types, rebound the basketball. And oh, by the way, we'll probably see.
You know, I
both
might
in
be
the
white,
Will
but I
Smith
can
Hall of
jump.
Fame.
You know? You ever heard the saying a black guy can jump? Bang.
Exum the jumper. The Jazz
They get it back.
offensive rebound
Fresh
from
24. Jazz. Johnson.
Bears trying to get down low. Puts it up for two. Converts on the inside.
So it looks like we're going to get ready to take a commercial break here in just a minute. Instead of a...
And gets it to go.
Sometimes the simplest plays are the hardest ones to execute. Good layup.
Three.
Exum. He sinks it. Dante Exum with 6
The Jazz winning their third preseason game.
Shoot that straight on three like he does.
They're on the verge of winning the Bulls. They play the Spurs tomorrow.
Unable to flip it in.
No
That one will be in San Antonio.
You've got to get the ball at the basket, and then you've got to finish when you get it there.
So it'll be in San Antonio
Two
tomorrow.
defenders converge.
Tomorrow we have 2 football games. So there it is. There it is. Yeah. Oh. They get it right back. Fire in. Fire in the hole. 3.
For 3 with another shot. Puts it in, and they take this lead into double figures.
I hope it wraps up here as we
Snell. It's good.
got the 3-pointer.
2 points.
And that's going to end the first half.
Time one.
The buzzer.
Just flips it.
Ooh.
And the first quarter complete. The Jazz up by 10.
We'll be right back.
We'll have more Friday Night NBA from ESPN after the break. Boy, what...
Okay, so we got a lot of people watching. Anyway, commercial break, guys. Okay. Do what you want for a few minutes. We don't got very much time, though. I might have to go get me another drink.
It's 9 o'clock, so drink something out in addition, okay? Yeah. I would be unhappy. You go somewhere and leave me. No?
can't help it.
You can. You don't do it. You do it way before or you do it after. Don't tell me will.
Well,
No, I can stop that.
appearing. So how do I spell? So he says the commercials automatically appear, right? So how do I spell that? I don't think so, Brandon. It should.
Spell what?
The commercials appear or what? He said on the screen.
Yeah, you don't need to say anything like that. He'll find it.
Well, we gotta go back on the air. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna go back on the air. Okay,
Disappointing
guys.
start. Certainly lots of time remaining. How do they get back into it, Jeff?
But what you do in this case, just play a little bit better and start chipping away at that lead. There are no home runs in the NBA.
Foul.
It's got to be play-by-play that you work your way back into the game.
That's his first. And Taj Gibson will get to the free throw line to shoot. He's
So
shooting
the champion
44% from the
Bulls.
line on the season.
They went to the championship this
Good
year,
to see Joakim Noah healthy, Jeff. I know
facing
he's the type
Golden
of
State.
player
Golden
you
State
love
beat
to
them.
coach.
Intensity defensively, great passing big. He's never going to put up big scoring numbers, Mike, but he helps you play the game well together at both ends of the floor. Again, it comes back to health. If he's healthy, he's a big-time player for the Chicago Bulls.
Fires from three-point range. Puts it in, and they extend the lead to double figures. He's got 5 points in this matchup.
The ball movement in this game has been phenomenal, forcing a lot of defensive rotation.
Impressive putback. What timing.
Oh, that's a sweet finish right there. Dunking the ball with strength and force.
Favors for two. Lets it go. Gets that one to drop. Brooks draws the double team. For three, the wide open shot. No good from downtown. You know, Jeff, you're always talking about defense. We know Gobert can block shots. This kid, Dante Exum, he's a superb young defender.
He is. Look at the length and size that Utah has amassed throughout their entire roster. It gives them versatility. It gives them the ability to disrupt offense and the ability to rebound the ball from all 5 positions. I love the team that Dennis Lindsey and Quinn Snyder are putting together. favors on the drive.
Bears looking to do damage in the paint. They get him for stepping out of bounds. And both teams making changes to their lineups right now.
Number 1, Derrick Rose. Into the game for the Jazz, number 10, Alec Burks.
Plenty of time. That's a three-pointer. Bang! From downtown. Chicago's 4 for 6 from the perimeter.
Long-range shooting is beautiful to watch when you're shooting it as well as this team has in this game.
Rose set to bring it up. Noah fires away. It's good. Up 2 points. And Joakim Noah with 6 points here in the second. Gets the wide open look for 3. Burks, it's off the mark from downtown.
Good offense, good execution. They just missed a wide open shot.
That's good for 2. Chicago's.
Okay, take another one right here. It's 8:36. Commercial break. Gets paid.
Shooting 6.
Max, go. Are you sleeping with me tonight, buddy?
Probably, unless he gets it, doesn't get him runs away, so
You gonna sleep with me tonight? Are you gonna sleep with me tonight? Give me loves. Come give me love. 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 This is my little guy.
63% from the field.
Hey, sometimes good offense beats good defense. There's nothing to be ashamed with on that possession. That was a well-defended, well-contested shot.
At the rim. And we have a foul called against Noah. And Derek Favors will get to shoot 2 free throws from the line.
No easy basket, particularly for bad free throw shooters. That's a good foul, smart foul.
The Bulls are talented. The Bulls are tough, Jeff. But the Bulls have not been healthy. As always, that's the key for this team.
Absolutely, Mike. Health is imperative for every team, but particularly for the Chicago Bulls. And it starts with Derrick Rose. And then Joe Noah, battling through some knee problems the last couple years. If he's back to quarterback their defense and Rose is also healthy, they've got a chance to win the Eastern Conference.
From downtown. And Trey Burke with the jump shot. Knocks it down for 3. He's averaging 12 points per game this season.
You want to set a tone in the first half, and he's done it by giving his team a jump start with all these threes he's made.
To the rim. Unable to flip it home.
Getting the ball to the rim is so important to winning basketball. Great offense, great look, just couldn't knock it in.
Puts in the 3. Utah's shooting 62% from beyond the arc here tonight.
You need guys who can make shots under duress and pressure. That was a well-defended possession, but that man stuck it even against the best defense.
Exum the jumper. Nails it. It's a double-digit lead.
Timeout.
Exum with 12 points. Timeout call. The Bulls down by 10.
The team needs
We'll
to
take a commercial break.
The coach has to do it at a timeout. He can't get it done on the fly on the floor.
So we take a commercial break.
You know, Jeff, earlier you talked about Noah's passing ability. He broke the Bulls franchise record. Most assists in a game by a center, 14. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you really think about it, 14 assists by an NBA center, it's an incredible accomplishment.
You're right. It's a unique ability for a guy to be a point guard skill-wise from the center position. Think about his ability to defend, rebound, and pass. You just don't find those all in conjunction usually.
You know, when you watch the Gasols play, Mr. and Mrs. did a good job of teaching unselfishness because both Powell and Mark are both great unselfish passers.
And you think about it, first of all, how many great passing big men are in the game? And then to have two from the same family, both capable scorers too. They're not passing because they can't score. They're passing because they were taught the game beautifully.
Goes to the goal. That won't go. Burke the rebound.
No paint game, no winning. You've got to get the ball at the basket, and then you've got to finish when you get it there.
That's a 3. And Alec Burks with 11 points.
Oh, the long three-pointer. But when you have confidence, you can shoot it from anywhere. He shot it from downtown and knocked it home.
Hayward jump shot. Won't go for 3.
Takes another shot. Hits for two. Pau Gasol shooting 42% from the field.
You're not going to see a better possession in the NBA from both sides of the ball. Good defense, good offense. Good offense won out that time.
The Jazz with the offensive rebound to keep it alive. Puts it in. 13-point lead for the Jazz.
And there's no denying how well they've started this game on the offensive end of the floor, making an early impact on the scoreboard with great offensive balance.
2 points.
Burks from beyond the arc. Burks hits jumper for three. Won't go. To the basket, flips it up. Derrick Rose with his third.
I don't know how many timeouts we have. We got halftime coming up, so
Assist of the night.
Sometimes the simplest plays
I don't
are
know
the
how many
hardest
timeouts,
to
but I
execute.
know we have
Good
more
work.
than them. Ah, some of them.
Coach think it's time for change. You're going to have some substitutions right now.
Into the game for Chicago.
Jeff, the Bulls, you know, are going to be right there fighting night in and night out. If Derrick Rose stays healthy, they certainly have a chance to compete for a championship, don't they?
Absolutely. The Eastern Conference is wide open. It really is. And Derrick Rose, we can forget, Mike, how good he was pre-knee injuries. The Bulls, with their talent level, they have a chance.
And we're going to have a timeout. The Jazz up by 7.
It's bleaking like that. It's going to advertisement. Looks like it's bleaking. Here we go.
And they're going to make some changes with personnel on the floor.
Number 5, Rodney Hood. And number 23.
And now he moves around the defender, knocks it down. Utah is shooting 60% from the field here tonight. Has to adjust, nicely done. Takes it to the rim and misses. And Pau Gasol with a nice play.
You want to keep attacking the basket and get layups around the rim. That's how you score consistently.
Into the paint. For three with 1 on the clock. It's good. And they extend the lead to double figures. He's got 8 points in this matchup.
When everybody is involved in touching the ball, like what's happening here in the first half, and you've got your assist total up, then you're going to create also a defensive intensity at the other end of the floor. And that's exactly what has happened here in the first half.
Favors is looking to set up in the paint for 2. And a nice finish at the basket. Exum from long distance in the corner puts it in. And Dante Exum with 15 points.
Sometimes you just get on a roll in this league. No matter if it's good defense or bad defense, and he's making it rain.
Rose on the drive, but just a shot. Misses. Favors the rebound.
Driving the ball into the paint is the most important offensive tool in the game. He had a great look. He just missed it.
Gobert's trying for position in the paint. And Chicago's called for the foul. Their second team foul.
One count late as the defender stepped over to take the hit and the possible charge. But I like the effort, the intensity, but the anticipation just has to be a little bit better.
Gobert forced to shoot, and he does. Knocks it down for two. And Rudy Gobert with his first field goal of the night. Here's the pick. Rose on the drive. Gets it off. That's a two-pointer. Jump shot won't go. Finds a space and takes the wide-open three. Knocks down the jumper. He's 2 for 2 from outside.
Commercial.
And Chicago calls timeout. Nothing working at this point.
I don't understand the timeout management here.
Now
You
it will
need to try to keep
automatically
the
go.
game within striking distance. Instead, they allow him to go on this big run to run up this huge
Right at
lead.
1 minute.
And now they take their timeout.
Keep it on commercial for a little bit. So we're going to keep it right here. We'll be right back in just a minute. And when halftime comes, I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to take a shower at halftime. Everybody can see me. You know. You know.
Oh, shoot, Anna. I didn't go out to the garden. I forgot.
Let's see. Buddy. I'm gonna take a shower at the half, buddy. Take a shower. At the half. I want to take a shower. Well, the halftime's 15 minutes, isn't it? Yeah, it's... I think it's 18 minutes now. They're talking at the half. So 2-minute break. I'm gonna take a shower. That's how it is for 2K too.
But unfortunately, They just haven't converted at the basket.
The Jazz with the offensive rebound for a second chance opportunity. Fires away from downtown. Can't hit from three-point range.
Anybody can play. Very
Going to the
few
half.
can win. And the way you win in this league, you come out ready in the first half. They haven't done it so far, but challenging shots just like that one right there, that'll get you back in.
Halftime.
It'll count if it goes. Buzzer sounds, and the first half comes to an end. Utah's up by 15. And now time to hand it over to Jalen Rose.
Okay, Rose. Halftime.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Jazz have the advantage on the scoreboard at halftime. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Utah Jazz, the Bulls would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've been strapped, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half.
Game track. Bench points.
The Chicago Bulls,
Game track.
the Jazz, have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing
Take a shower.
unselfish basketball like
Take
that.
a shower.
Have a look at the leading scores. For the Utah Jazz, the Bulls were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game.
Game track. Bench points.
The Chicago Bulls had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down. The first half stats tell a bit more of the story.
Player of the half.
Gordon Hayward earns the accolade for what he contributed for his squad. He made it pretty obvious that he's feeling it here today. And it's looking like that momentum is going to continue into the second half. Make sure you stick around and check it out. Jazz, more target at halftime. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets. Utah Jazz. The Bulls are in need of some changes at the half. They've been strapped, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half.
Bench points.
Chicago Bulls were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
Gordon Hayward was impressive over those first two quarters. The crowd would have all eyes on him, and I know I'm looking forward to see what else he'll do in this game. It's definitely been a solid performance so far. The Jazz are up after two quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressive. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading score for the Utah Jazz. The Bulls are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've got to break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game.
Game track. Bench points.
Chicago Bulls had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down. And now, of course, the first half stats.
Player of the half.
Gordon Hayward is easily the standout player after 2 quarters. The way he performed in that opening half makes me excited to see what he'll do next. I'm sure the fans are feeling the exact same way. The Jazz entered halftime with a solid lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Utah Jazz. The Bulls would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've been scrapped, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half.
Game track. Bench points.
Chicago Bulls were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
Gordon Hayward makes a lot of sense as the pick for this award. And you can bet the opposing coaches in the locker room right now trying to figure out how to slow this down. And I'll tell you what, I'm glad it's not my problem. The Jazz are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scores for the Utah Jazz. The Bulls were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead. They've got to break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game.
Game track. Bench points.
Chicago Bulls had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down. And here we got the first half stats for you.
Player of the half.
Gordon Hayward certainly stood out amongst the rest in that opening half. He made it pretty obvious that he's feeling it here today. And it's looking like that momentum is going to continue into the second half. Make sure you stick around and check it out. The Jazz had the advantage on the scoreboard at halftime. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Utah Jazz. The Bulls are in need of some changes at the half. They've been scrapped, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half.
Game track. Bench points.
The Chicago Bulls were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time. And these are the first half stats from today's game.
Player of the half.
Gordon Hayward was very impressive during the opening half. The crowd would have all eyes on him, and I know I'm looking forward to see what else he'll do in this game. It's definitely been a solid performance so far. The Jazz have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scores. For the Utah Jazz, the Bulls are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've got to break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game.
Game track. Bench points.
The Chicago Bulls had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down. And here we have a look at the first half stats.
Player of the half.
Gordon Hayward worked in the opening half. The way he performed in that opening half makes me excited to see what exact same way. The Jazz worked hard for their halftime lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Utah Jazz, the Bulls would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half.
Game track. Bench points.
The Chicago Bulls were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time. Here's a look at the first half stats.
Player of the half.
Gordon Hayward is the right choice for this halftime selection. And you can bet the opposing coach is in the locker room right now trying to figure out how to slow him down. And I'll tell you what, I'm glad it's not my problem. The Jazz are up after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scores. For the Utah Jazz, the Bulls were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead. They've got to break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game.
Game track. Bench points.
The Chicago Bulls had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down. And now I'll put the screen, the first half stats.
Player of the half.
Gordon Hayward was easily the most impressive player in the first half. He made it pretty obvious that he's feeling it here today. And it's looking like that momentum is going to continue into the second half. Make sure you stick around and check it out. The Jazz entered halftime with a solid lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Utah Jazz, the Bulls are in need of some changes at the half. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half.
Game track. Bench points.
The Chicago Bulls were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time. The first half stats tell a bit more of the story.
Player of the half.
Gordon Hayward is a great pick for this award. The crowd would have all eyes on him, and I know I'm looking forward to see what else he'll do in this game. It's definitely been a solid performance so far. The Jazz are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scores. For the Utah Jazz, the Bulls are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game.
Game track. Bench points.
The Chicago Bulls had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down. And now, of course, the first half stats.
Player of the half.
Gordon Hayward definitely made an impact in the first half. The way he performed in that opening half makes me excited to see what he'll do next. I'm sure the fans are feeling the exact same way. The Jazz have the advantage on the scoreboard at halftime. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Utah Jazz, the Bulls would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarding. And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
And we're back at the United Center for the second half. Jeff Van Gundy alongside me here tonight. Mike Breen on hand. Utah's got to be excited with how they played in that first half, Jeff. Some excellent offense, strong defense. What's the key in the second half?
Well-balanced game in that first half, and they've just got to continue on with that same mental approach. Play both ends, play every possession, keep playing to win. Don't look at the scoreboard and hope the clock runs out.
Backing his way down in the post. And it's stolen by Rose. Rose for two, shoots away. That's good. And Derrick Rose with 16 points. Hayward from downtown. And Gordon Hayward with a pretty shot from three. He's averaging 19 points per game this season.
Sweet stroke, sweet result. 3 points.
It's picked off. Hayward fires yet another three-pointer. Hayward's shot from behind the arc won't go.
I like it. I'm seeing more effort in the last couple minutes than we saw in the first half. It may not result in a win here tonight, but the effort is something they can build on going forward.
The assist from #1, Derrick Rose.
We'll be off at 11 o'clock. A little after. Two there. On the outside.
Has to force it. Shot clock running down. Excellent off target. Out of bounds. Whistle sounds. It'll be Jazz ball.
You never know in this league. You just work for 48 minutes. Challenge shots, make it hard on the other team. You can get back in the game.
Inside. That's a 2. The Jazz up by 14.
Sometimes the simplest plays are the hardest ones to execute. Good layup.
Blows past the defender, and he curls in the paint. Nails it. That's a 2-pointer. Derrick Rose is 8 for 13 from the field.
No wasted activity right there. Took it straight to the rim and finished the layup.
The play broken up nicely by Rose. He curls on the reverse. Puts it in, a 2-pointer. And Derrick Rose with 20 points.
Look, you can't give up layups like that. You got to protect the basket and the paint at all costs.
For 3. Not able to hit from beyond the line. No one near him. A wide open shot. Puts it in. That's a 2-pointer. The Bulls down by 8.
Good execution. Wide open 2-point J. Easy money.
Exum able to connect, and it's now a double-figure lead. Dante Exum with 18 points and 1 steal.
That's a thing of beauty right there. The 3-point shot, nothing but net.
Noah's looking for position in the paint. Rose against Burke. It's blocked. Gasol fires. Gets it to go. Pau Gasol shooting 54% from the field.
Hey, you can only control what you can control. The defense there was great. It was just a better shot.
Hayward hits the 3.
Utah showing so much confidence with the 3-point shot. It's a big reason for their lead.
Rose draws the double. Tries to adjust the shot. Can't get it to go down.
Poise and precision will get you a better quality shot than that. That's a bailout shot. That's a, I'm going to try to get us back in and be a hero type of shot.
First free throw, perfect.
To the line, shooting 2. Entering the game for the Bulls, number 22, Taj Gibson.
Able to convert on both free throws.
Number 10, Alec Burks.
Hayward on the drive. Gobert's looking to operate from down low. Quick move to get inside. Burke from downtown. Burke's unable to hit from beyond the 3-point arc.
He's a great shooter, but he could have driven the ball into the paint and made a play for his teammates.
Flips it up, won't go. Burke's the jumper. The Jazz with control on the rebound. Knocks down the shot. And Rudy Gobert with 6.
That's all you have to do. You know, Mindy got after you. Mindy got after you. She said you didn't do too bad. I mean, you didn't do too bad. I think he was trying to put more bags on. That's what slowed him down. That's why. Because I was putting more bags on. What do you want me to do? I had to put more bags on. In order to bag more.
points.
You want to keep attacking the basket and get layups around the rim. That's how you score consistently.
Double team.
Lots of room there. It's good. Three-pointer. And Derrick Rose with 23 points.
Hey, you kid, look at the technique on that three-point shot. The rhythm, the bounce, the arc, the follow-through. That's a thing of beauty.
Gordon Hayward with his 4th assist of the night.
Nothing prettier than the spot-up three-point shot. That one was dead center right from the start.
Slams it home for 2.
Oh, look at the athleticism exploding up to finish with the hammer.
Burks the jumper. Dunleavy the rebound. Rose in possession. Puts it in and draws the foul. And here's another look at that amazing dunk. Well worth the replay.
That's a hoop and a harm. A dunk and a foul. A three-point play possibility. That's a big-time play by a big-time player.
Jimmy Butler to the line for one.
Able to convert the free throw, and he completes the three-point play. Puts it up from downtown. Nails it. It's a double-digit lead. Gordon Hayward with 22 points and 6 rebounds.
Sweet stroke on that shot, Mike. It looked good as soon as it left his hand.
Gasol jump shot. Nails the three.
All kinds of confidence on that three-pointer. Great looking shot.
Jimmy Butler.
Leans back for 2. His jump shot won't go.
And that's not his shot. He should know better than that.
Where's his grandma at, man? Hey, look at that. Big dog's in the house.
Hayward the rebound.
The Jazz still lead. Hayward,
Bears
bang.
trying to get down low.
Oh,
The
come on.
Jazz with the offensive rebound for another possession.
Tomorrow we have football. It all starts at 11 in the morning. It's scheduled to be on YouTube or Twitch. Either one. I think it's going to be on Twitch.
Hayward for 2. Able to put it in. And Gordon Hayward
Timeout.
with 24 points. And Fred Hoiberg calls
But
a
it could be
timeout.
on YouTube.
His team
I'd
having
have
all
to check.
kinds of
I think it's on
problems.
YouTube.
Remember last season, Jeff? First time NBA
I think it
history,
is.
Powell and Marc Gasol, the first brothers to start in the All-Star game. There are a lot of differences in those two brothers, but they have some similar characteristics as well.
Agreed. Both are terrific passers. Both
We have 2 games tomorrow.
and they both with different
I
body
think
types,
there's
rebound
one game on
basketball.
Twitch
And,
tomorrow.
by the way, we'll probably see both
On a
in the
conference
Naismith
weekend.
Hall of Fame.
It all starts at 10 o'clock.
To the rim. Favors the rebound. He's got 6
Football,
rebounds in
and
this
it will be
matchup.
on Twitch.
Burks the jumper. Knocks it down. Utah's shooting 55%.
So
from
it'll
deep.
either be on Twitch or
Mike, don't
YouTube.
confuse the situation here in this game. They're up not for the intangibles that you like to preach about.
And it could be
They're up
on
because they're
YouTube.
not
I could be
getting
wrong.
the ball.
You just have to check both channels. But football season has begun.
Gets to the rim.
2.
Knocks it down. A 2-pointer. And Trey Burke with 19 points.
Oh, that's nice right there. Good layup, good finish.
So the Jazz are about to win their 6th.
Brooks jump shot. Derrick Rose with his 8th assist.
The
of the
Jazz
night.
about to win their 6th preseason
That's
game.
straight on 3 like he does.
Burks
Burks
from outside.
They're probably going to go to the finals this year.
Take this lead into double figures. Alec Burks with 20 points.
The Jazz beating the East. This is almost like a championship game right here.
Wow.
Rose for 2. And Derrick Rose.
Remember, don't forget tomorrow, football. Starting at 10 o'clock in the morning. Or 11 in the morning. Conference weekend. You gotta love it, baby.
Burks.
Oh.
Can't hit the 3.
Now it looks like we're gonna end the third.
Nice hook shot. It's good.
Bulls have come back.
From the field.
You're not going to see a better possession in the NBA.
We could go to overtime.
Of the ball. Good defense, good offense.
Jazz
good
back up,
offense.
fire.
That time.
Off.
Won't go. And they can't extend the lead into double figures.
What's up with that shot? That's far too quick.
Gasol
Chicago
fires it in for 2.
back in the game.
Knocks it down.
Hey, sometimes good offense beats good defense. There's nothing to be ashamed with on that possession. That was a well-defended, well-contested shot.
Can't connect from way downtown.
Hey, give it up, and then you'll get it back for a better quality attempt later in the possession.
Oh, shut up, Rose.
Team offense.
And we have both teams with substitutions here.
Save it, man. Quiet.
Stepping in for Chicago, number 34, Mike Dunleavy.
Wide open for 3.
Oh, he got it.
Can't hit from downtown. Aaron Brooks is 2 for 3 from beyond the arc.
To close a game out, you've got to execute, create open shots, but most importantly, knock those shots in.
Rebound. Fire again.
From well beyond the arc.
Off.
Burks' three-pointer won't go.
Jazz fans aren't too happy. Maybe they were.
The open shot.
There's a three-pointer.
With the jumper.
106-109.
He's averaging 11 points per game this season.
The lead is down to 4.
9-0 run for the Bulls.
Haywood. Good defense. Look at the defense. Beautiful defense.
Moves around the defender.
And Booker's going to have
Balance,
to...
He puts it up from downtown.
Nope.
That one misses. Too strong.
Sometimes
Looks like this game's going to overtime.
one more pass, one more drive, one more screen to create a better quality shot.
1-point game. Burks for 2. Got it.
For 2. Puts it up. And Trey Burke with a nice look. Sinks it.
That's going to end the third. We'll take a commercial break. Oh,
3 quarters complete. Utah's up by 3. Stay tuned.
they're
for
going to
more
skip
Friday
the
Night
commercial
NBA
break.
presented
Guys,
by ESPN after this quarter break.
so they're going to skip the commercial break.
As we
I hope
head
they
to the
know.
fourth quarter,
Yeah.
the question is, can anyone here make a stop?
Well, it's going to come down to that, Mike. Both teams in this up and down, free-flowing game, the first team to get consecutive stops will have a chance to gain separation.
Exum for 2, lets it go. Exum's shot off the mark.
That shot right there is exactly the type of shot you have to force if you're the defensive team trying to work your way back into the game.
Puts it in. 1-point game.
1-point game.
The assist from number 34, Mike Dunleavy.
3.
Jump shot. Trey Burke
Yes.
with his 6th assist of the night.
What a beautiful stroke. Right down the heart of the basket. Big time 3.
Brooks has the double team converge. To the rim. Misses the layup.
Misses.
Hey, you got to finish
Hayward's
strong
got it.
on those shots. You're right at the basket. You got to put the ball in the hole.
Haywood, another one.
For 3 with another shot. And Pau Gasol with his 9th rebound.
Come on, come on. Seriously. I'm going to go to bed in a minute.
Chicago's 11 for 15 from long range.
I love the way they used the three-point shot to put maximum pressure on the defense to cover away from the rim. It opens up.
It's still a close game.
And the paint game
117, 113.
It's beautiful to watch it all work here today.
So I just found out the football game
is
on,
Brooks on the drive.
I think I gotta find out from Andrew. I think it's on Twitch.
Paint is the most important offensive tool in the game. He had a great look.
But either way, it's still getting broadcast. Whether it's on Twitch. Twitch is gonna be broadcasting conference though. So I don't know. I know it's coming on the same time as conference. And that's why the viewers will just watch the game. Well, if you missed, yeah, you shouldn't have been watching conference, you know.
Hayward fires away, hits the shot. 4-point lead for Utah.
You need guys who can make shots under duress and pressure. That was a well-defended
Well, Saturday and Sunday football.
Stuck it even against the best defense.
It's good. A 2-point game.
Burke bringing it up here. Dunleavy the rebound.
Tie game.
Oh, that's nice right there. The finish at the rim with the nice
The
dunk.
game's tied. The game is tied. The Jazz were up. There's the...
That kind of play, Mike, makes a statement.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Oh, that's a sweet finish right there. Dunking the ball with strength and force.
See, this is where the Jazz fall apart. Fourth quarter. This is where they fall apart. This is terrible. Chicago's probably going to win tonight. This wouldn't be their only preseason game.
No one around him, knocks it home.
And Jazz are going to talk it over.
And they need a timeout here. It's called. The Jazz down by 4.
Outstanding timeout to break the momentum. This run has led to a large lead, and the game is now slipping away.
And the coach better pull his head out of his ass. Do something. Man. This would be bad if Utah loses tonight on the road. Take it away. 3. Off.
The mark for 3.
So it looks like the Bulls are going to win tonight. Jazz had it. You know, if they would have just stuck with it.
Nice move inside.
Good defense stop. That's what they need. A good defense stop.
Right there. Just couldn't get it in.
Dunleavy on the drive.
Good defense stop. That's what it's going to take.
From downtown. It's good. He's feeling it now.
Chicago.
Aaron Brooks with 23 points.
We're seeing a lot of
X, I'm going to bring it back.
on the floor from both of these teams with terrific ball movement.
No, Jazz.
Wide open for 3.
This is getting out of reach.
Again, that's another example of quality NBA offense. Moving the ball, searching.
Get ready. I guess we're going to be taking a commercial break here shortly. Oh my gosh.
No good.
What the hell?
At the rim. And Taj Gibson with a nice shot.
That's not good.
That's nice body control right there on that layup. Good finish.
3.
From downtown, lets it go again.
Nobody can shoot.
Another one. Haven't been able to score now in over 3 minutes.
And I think the coach is thinking about a timeout. I don't think it. Take the damn thing.
Gets past the defender.
Don't think it. Take it.
And Aaron Brooks with 5 points here. For the fourth quarter. And Quinn Snyder calls a timeout. Trying to come up with some new strategy.
It's about time.
The coach could see the run was impacting.
I can see.
A solid timeout.
They need to take a timeout. They're getting their ass kicked. It's okay, this game doesn't count anyway today. This is just a preseason game, so. So we're almost done. We got football tomorrow. Exciting football. The Broncos doing well. Except football, the way they do the commercials there is different. Okay, here we go. Good talking over.
Now feeling they need to make some changes on the floor.
Chicago's leading.
Oh, they threw it away. Gosh dang it. Well, that timeout didn't do any good.
Wide open for 3. That's good. He's averaging 20 points per game this season.
Why even take a timeout? Let's just let them blow us away.
In the NBA. Searching the open man out, hitting him on time and on target, and then finally capitalizing by making the shot.
All by himself for 3. Bang.
There we go. Come back.
And what you're seeing here is both teams being very unselfish with the basketball.
Double
the
team.
assist total in this game is remarkable for both teams.
Stomp on them. Ah, come on.
Oh, look at the athleticism exploding up.
Go,
With the
Jazz!
hammer.
Burke moves into the front court. Shoots for 3. And Trey
Oh.
Burke with the jumper. Puts it in.
Go.
He's averaging 12 points per game this
Come
season.
on.
You got to run this guy off the three-point line. Offensively, they're allowing the ball to get deep in the paint and right at the basket. You cannot defend like that and win basketball games.
Not able to hit from downtown. Butler on the drive, puts it up, able to knock it down. The Bulls up by 17.
You can tell both of these teams are completely unselfish with the basketball. Look at the assist total, and you can tell that both teams have learned very well that sharing is the true joy in this game.
Rose against Burke. Goes to the goal, gets a piece of it. That's a three-pointer. The defense nowhere near it. Nails it from downtown. Chicago's shooting 7.
It looks like the Bulls are going to win tonight. This would be the only preseason game. Chicago goes to Portland after tonight. They go to Portland, and then they go to Toronto. So they only have a couple other games home.
Chicago's leading Utah by a score of 145 to 130.
Jazz, as of for the Jazz, they go to the Wizards the next stop. And then they go to Toronto.
Takes the three, and Derrick Rose with a nice look from downtown.
So Monday we'll be back here.
Not
Not back in Chicago, but
night at the offensive end of the floor. They move the ball well.
they don't have any other games at home.
Quality shots.
It's all on the road.
Gordon Hayward with a perfect delivery. He's got 5 assists in this contest.
What a job
They
have done
play.
keeping the ball
They go to the
moving
Wizards
the open man and
on
creating
Monday.
scoring opportunities for each other.
And then Wednesday we have. Oh wait, what's tomorrow? I think we have a hockey game tomorrow scheduled too. The hockey has just begun. So That's on Twitch. So if that comes on, it's on Twitch. What's going on here? Are we taking a commercial break? I don't know what's going on here. I don't even know why they even bother taking a timeout. They'll come back. I got faith in the Jazz. They'll come back from right from behind. They're playing a tough team, a championship finals team. So
looking at the matchups right now, both coaches trying to make some changes.
So we got final 2 minutes.
Ref with the call.
Oh, that's a foul.
Man, what a great game thus far, Jeff. Definitely an entertaining matchup so far.
And the story of this game has been all the three-point shooting from both teams. Both of these teams have turned this matchup into an informal three-point shooting contest.
Rose, and here's the double.
Almost got it.
To the basket, flips it up. It's
Oh,
good.
come on.
With 8 points here in the fourth.
Hey, can you say blowout isn't going to change? Not with this defense. This defense is the reason why they cannot compete here tonight.
So Chicago winning their 16th preseason game
They call it. It's a foul.
tonight against the Jazz. So this will be number 17.
Mike Dunleavy's come back off the bench here late in the fourth.
After tonight, Chicago goes, they're home again. Well, they got 2 games on the road. One in Toronto, one in the Wizards.
As the double team close in.
So they got the Wizards.
For the layup.
That's a 3-second violation. Come on, that's bullshit, man.
Good offense is about getting your best
Mm.
players their best shots in their best spot. Here's an aggressive
Oh, man. The refs is giving the damn game away.
free throw line, take the contact, take the foul, work your way there, and knock them in.
Shut up.
And Pau Gasol with 30 points.
And they're going to look back.
Chicago's
They could have had this preseason game.
152 to 136.
Outside for 3.
From downtown. Drains the 3. He's 9 for 18.
Okay, they got a chance.
And this is what basketball is all about. Who wouldn't love the way this team has been moving and sharing the ball?
Oh, come on.
Whistle and a foul called against Fair.
This is bullcrap.
His third foul. And Derrick Rose will go to the line with under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth. And he hits the first free throw.
Smart basketball. Get the ball to your best free throw shooters, draw the contact, build your cushion of this late fourth quarter lead.
Yeah. And kiss off to the refs. That's how you're winning this game.
From three-point land,
Oh,
Pau
hell.
Gasol with his 11th rebound.
So we got the post game coming up next. Oh, the Jazz. Oh, come on. Seriously, you gotta call travel on the guy? I don't know how many times you can travel. I mean, hell.
Chicago's leading Utah by a score of 156 to 139. Hayward fires up another three. Bang! Hits from downtown. And Gordon Hayward with 16 points here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, sometimes good offense beats good defense. There's nothing to be ashamed with on that possession. That was a well-defended, well-contested shot. Butler on the drive. Blocked.
Oh, bullcrap. He touched the ball.
12 for 12 from the free throw line.
What? Man.
And he connects on the first free throw.
This is getting very entertaining. Not really. I'm getting kind of pissed off. They should have put this game on Twitch. Who cares? You know? And the next one's on Twitch. You know them. There's 2 football games scheduled on Twitch on Saturday.
Bears looking to set up in the paint.
Unless I can't get a hold of Andrew, because Andrew's got to do the commercials. So I have to go to YouTube.
With 6 points. You're not going to see a better possession in the NBA from both sides of the ball.
Okay, they got a chance to come back.
Good offense won out that time.
Damn. Well, they're not going to come back.
That's just a nice layup.
Chicago's making C to that.
Burke into the front court.
So the Jazz lost number 13 preseason.
Gets it up for 2.
The season starts October 28th. That's the first game of the season. It won't be on ESPN
Screen set nicely.
and Fox Sports. 2K's doing it, so
This one in the books. The final score.
That's
is
it.
160 to 146.
okay.
Jeff Van Gundy,
Set it off,
entire EA
Rose.
Sports crew. This is
I don't have to hear any more torture. Turn the torchlight on. The Bulls. That's why they went to the championship. Okay, Rose. Come on. I don't got all day.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bulls finished with a narrow victory on the scoreboard. It was quite a display from long range, and I can't imagine the opposing coach was very happy with how it turned out for them. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Chicago Bulls. The Jazz are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. This loss is sure to be all the more bitter because of how well they shot from beyond the arc. Their percentage from three-point range was outstanding. Check out the leading scores for the Utah Jazz.
Game track. 3-point field goal percentage.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 1.
The Bulls emerged victorious after a tight finish. Their shooting from beyond the arc was very impressive. You love it when you can force defenses to close out, opening up your options offensively. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Chicago Bulls. The Jazz lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Utah Jazz.
Game track. 3-point field goal percentage.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
player of the game.
The next Michael Jordan. He does it all.
And here we have a look at his stat line. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Hey, Rose, let it rest. Come on. I know, they won. Hey, come on, Rose. I'm getting bored.
Edged out a close victory in today's game. It was quite a display from long range, and I can't imagine the opposing coach was very happy with how it turned out for them. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Chicago Bulls.
What time is it? He's supposed to have the pregame over by now.
The Jazz must be devastated after such a close loss. This loss is sure to be all the more bitter because of how well they shot from beyond the arc.
Okay, it's over.
Was outstanding.
Come on.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Utah Jazz.
Game track. 3-point field goal percentage.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.